Welcome to our channel. If you've clicked on this video, you're obviously interested in how much it costs to travel Australia full time in a setup like this. And that's exactly what this episode is all about. We're going to run through our exact expenditures for 1 month of off-grid remote travel in the southwest of Western Australia. There's a heap of factors that go into a budget, and this is the start of our month with a few costs straight off the bat. So, full of fuel, we've got 300 litres of fuel on board for this trip, plus 60 litres of unleaded for the boat. So add that to the tally, and that should last us hopefully 2 or 3 weeks out where we're going. We do have a few tactics to keep costs down, and one of them is to buy in bulk. We just dropped like $400 or $500 on groceries. What's your guess?
Like a week?
A month.
Oh, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do, I know.
6 grand I'm gonna say while you're thinking.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say 4.5.
Alright, 4.5, done.
Yeah.
Let's see who's closest. Another massive cost saving is buying meat in bulk. It's an initial outlay, but cheaper in the long run. Oh, you got a whole heap of meat, eh?
Where are we gonna fit this bad boy?
Oh, the fridge is on in the... Yeah, so to cut a bit more cost, we do the big bulk buy and butcher packs too. Divvy it up and freeze it, and it lasts us a month. To give you an idea of the type of travelling that coincides with our budget, here is a quick little look at what we got up to in this month. First, the weather opened up for a couple of days camping out of our boat real naughty, where we caught no fish and burnt a lot of fuel. We then moved to a free beach camp called Membina, which is a cracking spot by the way, and once again we got the boat in, this time catching some fish and having fires on the beach, relaxing with some friends every night. We then moved further out into Cape Arid National Park, doing some four-wheel driving and some beach camping, but eventually the weather drove us back into Esperance, where we did some day trips and climbed the Frenchman's Peak and checked out some more local beaches. We had a few days restocking the supplies and headed west to a camp called Mason's Bay, where we spent a week fishing, swimming and just chilling out by the ocean. And that just about wraps up our whole month's worth of travel, and here are the figures.
I feel like I'm in an office.
Yeah, this is our office.
This is actually. It feels weird, but I'm having a drink on the job.
Alright, as you can see, we had a pretty full-on month out at like Cape Arid, La Grande, Esperance, didn't we?
Yeah, we did actually.
We did quite a lot in a short amount of time.
Which we always end up doing.
Yeah. Anyway, we got some of the figures. We've just ticked over yesterday our full month. Eleni doesn't know because I was up late last night crunching the numbers.
While I was in bed watching Grey's Anatomy.
So I'm going to get her to guess. But before we run through our exact figures, by the way, we haven't left anything out. We don't have anything to hide. These figures are our figures, the way we travel, how you've just seen.
Yeah. It is important to note that it varies month to month, and it also varies if you're on a coastal town or you're inland or whatever, and the type of travelling you do.
Yeah, we've got boat and everything, which the boat adds an expense.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
You argue that it doesn't, but it sort of does.
But yeah, just keeping that in mind, this is so individual, like depends on what type of car you have, caravan, what you eat.
Yeah.
How often you eat out, how many coffees you buy.
Yeah. If you're free camp, caravan park, yeah, it is just so dependent. Travelling is such a broad,
I know, yeah,
broad subject, I guess.
Yeah. So if you're like planning to do the lap and wondering how much it costs, maybe watch a few different people, a few different setups, and get a median.
But you can also, I always say to people, you won't know unless you get out there. And then you start to realise what you do and don't need.
Yeah, 100%.
So
yeah.
You just have to make it your own and work out that.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyway, so we'll start with the biggest expense.
Fuel?
Which I haven't Added notes on the next page. Yes, here we go. All right, fuel for 4 weeks, and this is boat and car combined. How much do you reckon we spent in fuel for a month? This wasn't as high as I thought, by the way, for boat and truck.
450.
450?
Yeah.
No, that was one fuel up. That was literally the first fuel.
So a month, sorry.
A month.
A grand.
A grand, no, it was $1,437.59.
Holy.
By yeah, that's boat and car. On that, we didn't do a lot of kilometres, did we? It was a lot of full driving kilometres, which probably chews more
fuel
per litre. Sorry, litres per kilometre than it would just highway driving.
Especially if you get bogged.
Yeah, and the boat, we went through about 60 litres of boat fuel. Yeah.
I don't know. I just come along for the ride.
Yeah, anyway, so again, that's dependent on your vehicle and all that. But we'll move on to the next one. So food-wise, we've done this into 2 separate things. We've got like supermarkets, so Coles, Woolies, Aldi, all that. And then eating out. So, what do you think our shopping bill was for a month from like Woolies and Coles?
1,000.
1,000? That's close. It's more than what we have.
More than what we have.
Well, more than what we spent, sorry. So for supermarket, we spent $796.12.
Yeah, because we normally spend around $400 a shop. That lasts us 2 weeks. That's why I sort of doubled it.
Doubled it?
I doubled it.
I'll say,
okay, just tell me.
Yeah, I just told you, $796.
No, but the whole thing.
Oh, okay, sorry, it's for eating out. So how much, and this is coffees, we went out to dinner once.
We splashed out on dinner, oh my word. We never do this, and we went out for dinner after the Frenchman's Peak.
Yeah.
We were starving, and yeah, we splashed out.
Yeah, so roughly, we went out to dinner once. We may have bought 1 or 2 coffees each over that month. We're pretty simple people, instant coffee and tea, all that.
We're cheapskates.
Yeah, like a few pies and bakery little treats. But we rarely eat out, so how much do you reckon for that?
I don't know, it's not going to
Eating out was $240.26 for the month, so 4 weeks.
That's not bad.
That's pretty bloody good.
Yeah.
I was proud of that.
I'm pretty proud of that.
Means more boat fuel money.
Alright, so total? Add that together.
Oh, I didn't add that together. It's not my spot. My brain cannot add that together. Oh, here we go.
1,338.
I'm impressed. I don't know if it's right, but I'm impressed.
Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Alcohol. Now, everyone, we had a fair stack already on board before the month started of alcohol. We had a couple of longies of, oh, get it.
Longy?
Longy.
What is a
I
longy?
don't know what you say, like glass bottle of Captain Morgan's and rum and stuff. But we only bought 1 case of beer, so $70.
Believe it or not, we don't actually really drink.
Certain days we just get...
It depends how the kids are behaving.
But we won't have one every night.
No.
I thought that was pretty good. It shows we're not alcoholics. Phone and internet. Now, in this phone and internet, we run 1 phone. So we have 2 phones. Only one was like recharged.
Yeah.
So
1 we normally use. So Nick's is only for like when we're sort of separated, or if he goes on missions, or who knows what Nick gets up to.
Like when we went out in the boat, Lennox and I, we recharged it.
Yeah.
Like it's $10, it lasts a week or so.
Yeah. And then we have Starlink, which is the monthly subscription, 75?
No, 170 Starlink is a month.
No, it's not.
I'm sure it is.
It's not.
It is.
Really?
It is definitely 170 a month.
Holy, that's a lot of money.
And then
we just keep paying him.
What
Good
do you do?
What's
though?
his name? Elon.
Yeah, he's raking it.
Just loving life.
And in that as well, like which a lot of people that do these videos that we've seen, they don't include. We include Netflix and all your subscriptions in that as well, because the money's going to come from somewhere, and being not truthful in these videos just bum steers people. So phone and internet and Netflix, how much do you reckon for the month?
$3.50. I know, I was trying to do quick maths and it wasn't working.
Just brain couldn't. Anyway.
No. I'm not the smartest fool.
$232.98. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't
it is
know.
what it is,
I didn't really know.
Alright, on to the next one. We did a bit of fishing in this month, so we had a bit of fishing gear expenses.
Didn't catch too much
Oh,
for those
BS,
fishing.
we did caught, we caught more than we normally do.
Woohoo! We caught one.
No
Woohoo,
way. We caught way more.
Anyway,
so fishing gear came out at $139.46. We have a lot of fishing gear on board.
He said it.
So we didn't spend, that was just like a few hooks and replacements.
Probably bait.
Yeah, bait. We probably should have just bought the fish.
Anyway, next.
Okay, accommodation. Now, this is also a big one that varies. Varies. Because we do a lot of free camping and low cost, like national parks and stuff, eh?
Yeah.
We've only spent 3 days out of the month in a caravan park. So keep that in mind when we say this figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 days. That's all it's been this month in caravan park.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this figure, if for you, will change dramatically if you stay at caravan parks or free camp or do half-y-half. So we're majority free camp, so this number for us is pretty low. What do you reckon we spent on accommodation?
I don't know.
For the month. Alright, $310 for the month.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. And mind you, WA's national parks are pretty bloody expensive.
For what you get, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Well, normally 30 for just 2 adults, and like, you don't really get too much, but it is what it is. We're not going into that subject.
No, we're not complaining at all, because we're happy today. Alright, motor vehicle expenses. So when I say this is just for services, like tyres, like fuses, all the little bits and pieces that just go unnoticed, where you might not buy anything for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden you're up for new tyres and all that sort of stuff. So this is averaged out over the year, and then broken down into the month. So for that month, we spent, it's either a $200 or a $300, $200 a month we put away for that.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good, you know. If a Anderson plug detaches while you haven't hooked it up or something like that.
Which is what happened.
Bloody,
Nick
anyway.
forgot to do it up and it was going along the road like this, and now she's shaved down to...
It's just hanging in there, so we haven't had to replace that, but that will be coming out of the $200 allowance. We're nearly through this without the boys interrupting it. Oh, the movie's finished.
Or is he having a poo?
Should we go and check? I don't know, he's just here.
What? What song? Is he having a poo? Yeah, so did.
Oh, Ollie.
No.
Oh.
No, stay there, Finn. Out.
Poo break.
Alright, we nearly did it.
How'd you go wiping her?
Won't talk about that off
Skidmeister off Lennox.
No one needs to know that.
Our life is just, we're servants, eh? Just wiping people's asses and... Anyway, what was I up to? We just did motor vehicle. Insurance and rego for the truck. Just the truck, not the caravan.
I don't want to know this.
We've done it for the year, so... and this is for the boat as well. So the boat and trailer, $70. Rego for the truck, $1,600. Insurance for the truck, $4,588. So it comes to all the regos for the truck and boat and all that. Comes to $6,258.63 per year, which boils down to $481 a month.
That's so much, hey?
I know. Bloody insurance. So obviously that will change with the car you have, and obviously if you don't have a boat, you don't have all that extra stuff. And a lot of people, when they do these, don't include stuff like that, which I think is a bit of a misleading thing, because you miss it.
The money comes from somewhere.
Yeah. Caravan insurance plus rego for the van, and it's another bloody astronomical thing, just because the thing, caravans got so expensive, and I just,
Yeah.
anyway, it's around $5,000 a year for rego, and so $384.61 per month for caravan.
That's crazy, hey?
By far our biggest expenses is rego and insurances.
That's bad.
And then, coming in last, we've got a miscellaneous. We've chucked it in there just for
Shits and gigs.
random stuff if we want to buy ourselves.
Or the kids' shoes.
Or like shirts. We do a lot of, Lenny does a lot of shopping for the boys at
Vinnie's.
op shops, yeah.
Yeah, op shops are just amazing.
Yeah, so, every 6 months we might buy them a new shirt or something.
Or decide to replace their holy shoes.
Not every 6 months. We're just being idiots. But yeah, there's $100 in there for just random stuff like that. So, it comes down to, altogether, we spent last month, how much do you reckon?
I don't know. It's too many figures.
Alright, $4,492.02.
Holy.
Which boils down to $1,123 a week, and $160 per day to live on the road in this setup.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I was expecting more, because I've seen families, with that weekly, up near the $3,000.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm surprised because we got the 3 kids. I don't know, I just felt like everything's been going up, so I reckon we would have been up there, but
Pretty bloody good, I reckon.
yeah, I'm shocked.
I was shocked too. Yeah, so that's our spendings for an average month for us. So I don't know. What do you have anything else to add?
No, it's just what it is, for us.
Yeah, if you definitely and that. Yeah, we feel for you. So if you're thinking of doing the lap and all that sort of stuff, I would actually recommend going to a few different influencers, people who are travelling, or ask people that aren't influencers, because some of the figures we've seen that influencers put out are really unrealistic. So maybe ask people that aren't.
And that's not having a go.
Not having a go.
It is not.
But, insurances, just for, car and caravan.
It's always left out. And, as you saw, that's our biggest.
It's like $200 or $300 a week just in regos and insurances. There's a kid having not a good time over
No,
there.
the poor mum. I'm feeling for you, mama.
Anyway, we don't want to listen to that, so we'll wrap this up and go inside and watch a movie.
Fat chance, our kids don't watch movies.
Nah. So if you do have any questions, drop them in the comments.
Yeah.
And we'll do our best to answer them.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers, guys. Good job. Yeah.
video call.